This episode was brought to you by Slate Black Industries. For M-LOK grips and accessories, visit slateBlackIndustries.com.
アメリカのアサルトライフル
The M16A1 from the US of A.
アーマライト社のユージン・ストーナーが
From the brilliant mind of small arms designer Eugene Stoner. It shoots a high-velocity, small-caliber 5.56 cartridge. The Army's initial deployment of the M16 in Vietnam was not very favorable, but the Ordnance Corps unfucked itself and came out with the A1 that was actually pretty good. The M16 operates with a direct impingement system, or as industry insiders like to call it, an internal piston. And this is a Pkwy bait holder in the buttstock. This innovative mechanism with great design and space-age material has attracted a lot of attention through the years. As America moved on to the next generation M16A2, the M203 grenade launcher was also available. The American GI had even more firepower to invade small countries with oil. The American GI now had even more firepower to help small countries fight for their freedoms. There later on came the M16A2 carbine, which later turned into the M4 carbine. Its compact size and low weight is what became the next icon for the United States GI.
重量で 800g のコンパクト化を実現している。
The M16 series is still used in more than 60 countries, including Canada, Israel, the Philippines, and the freedom-loving United States of America.
カ国以上で採用されている。
The M16. The M16 absolutely has a special place in my heart. It's my first issued weapon. Well, right now, one of my favorite weapons here is this one. It is a Southeast Asia jungle M16 kit that I had built into a civilian A1 lower. And I put a lightweight barrel on it, as it would be issued with one. It's not the most accurate, but it's a lot of fun. And honestly, if you're talking about combat in a 300 meter max zone, this is a really good weapon. Now, Pkwy bait. Pkwy bait. When I said Pkwy bait is it's like candy. It's GI talk. It's slang for candy, sweets, Skittles, not charms. Now, the A2 has a really deep meaning for me because that was my basic training weapon. I learned a lot of DNC. I learned a lot of you sleep with it. So later on, and I did not expect for this to happen, but later on, the A2 would also be the first weapon I deployed with. It would never happen to an officer to be deployed with an M16A2, they said. But when you go to a unit, and the unit last minute deploys you and issues every single weapon that they have in armory, and you walk up to the armorer, and the armorer says, "Sir, you have a few options. The M9s are already all signed out. The M4s are all signed out. M16A4s are all signed out. We have M249, M203s, and these M16A2s. I had the Afghans asking if I did something wrong and I was being punished when I first deployed overseas. But I wouldn't feel undergunned with an A2. It would be problematic indoors, but it's a good rifle, very accurate.
716 is Steel 96, 4 Vic, 8 packs, Redcon 1, green to green. How copy, over?
Steel 96, this is 716, roger, over. 16, Steel 91, 1 pack,